of the great renditions of the national anthem I have ever seen. I've never seen anybody have that much trouble with a microphone. I guarantee you, your typical average run-of-the-day singer probably would have pulled up and quit on that one. But anyway, I'm Graham Pollard, and welcome to the Ector County Coliseum for a beautiful night of football. 90 degrees outside, clear skies, and as a matter of fact, beautiful indoors here at the Ector County Coliseum. Temperature's right about 70 degrees, right where you'd want it. You assume that's the case in an indoor football game. I assure you, it is not always. I've been to a lot of these games where it was 90 degrees outside and 90 degrees inside. But tonight, we have the Rio Grande Valley Soul and the West Texas Wildcatters. The Soul come into tonight with a record of 6-2. They are a half game ahead of San Angelo, who's 6-3. They are 2 games ahead of the Amarillo Venom, 4-4. New Mexico is 4-5, and West Texas out of the running with a record of 1-7. They've lost their last 4 in a row. Now, it may seem that the season is, for all practical purposes, over for the Wildcatters. Not the case. They've got 3 of their last 4 games at home, and it would really be a boost to this franchise if they were able to play well and come away with some W's in these final 4 games, 3 of which will be home right here in the Ector County Coliseum. These 2 teams have played already this year, and the Soul, as you might imagine, have won them both, but they have been fairly competitive. On April 12th, the Soul beat the Wildcatters by a score of 58-34. It was close through the first half, and then they ran away with it late. Pretty much the same thing on May 3rd, when the Soul won by a score of 89-61. One of the big stories this year is backup quarterback now on the field, Kyle Jack. That Peters was hurt earlier in the season, and he is out for the year. So Jack has taken over the helm. And I have heard from a credible source that their backup is a roll of duct tape on the bench. They'll just go in, tape him up, and put him back in there. Really not too many options outside of Kyle Jack. The Wildcatters won the toss. They elected to defer, which means that the Soul will be kicking off. Going back to receive is Micah Burdett. Actually, no, that's going to be Cornelia Shackelford as an 8 and a 3. Look a lot alike. Kicking off for the Soul will be Leo Argus. Spoke to him for probably 20 minutes before the game. Very generous with his time with me. Told me all about his days with the Raiders. Kickoff taken at the 12-yard line. Taken by Johnson. Royal Johnson finds his seam up the right side all the way down to the 12-yard line. So the Wildcatters with great field position to begin their first possession. They will, in fact, mark the ball at the 12-yard line. It's funny, as I look on the field, it is almost impossible to see that ball right in the middle of the Sonic ad, which is, in fact, another ad for Sonic, I guess. In the backfield, you got Jacoby Thomas. Jack will send a man in motion. You got 3 over on the left. Trouble with a snap, loose ball. It is kicked and recovered by the Soul at the 15. Coming up with that is number 35, Michael Hall. Ended up with many rosters, and Michael Hall was not on the one most available to me. And we got a whistle. Dasher board falls. That happens a good bit in this game. First down and 10. No score. 56 minutes into the game. Davis sends a man in bounce motion. Right side, drops quickly. Throws deep. Downfield, has a man incomplete in the end zone. Nice coverage there by Desmond Baker. Jared Williams, the intended receiver on that pass. I tell you what, I'm going to have trouble with these numbers for the Soul all night long. They have white numbers on white jerseys. How did they not see that was a bad idea? One receiver to the left, two to the right on 2nd and 10. Davis drops. Plenty of time. Throws behind his receiver. He was looking for the stop. Instead, he got the post. It's incomplete. Going to be 3rd down and 10. The Soul, for the most part, have taken the pass rush out on these first two plays. They've just gotten the ball away so quickly that the pass rush had no chance to get there. But the DBs have stepped up. They have been in position, and 2 incompletions. 3rd and 10 from the 15. Straight drop, pump fake. He will run. He's to the 25, first down, 20. And he will put the ball out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Davis, well on his way to what looks like an MVP season to me. Well over 1,500 yards passing. They will put him at the 15-yard line. So now it is 1st down and 10. And that is a gain of 20 yards. Davis, very dangerous. Turns, hands it off, hit at the line of scrimmage, pushes his way forward, then gets pushed back. You know what? I was giving him forward progress to almost a 14. They're saying he didn't even get back to the line. It will actually be just outside the 15. Going to be 2nd down and 10.25. Just a little over. On the carry was number 32. I'm going to say, no, Michael Hall. Yeah, that's right. Throw quickly on the out. It's caught at the 10-yard line. He'll go down at the 14. They're going to give him the 11. So that's going to be a pickup of almost 5 yards, which would mean almost 3rd down and 5. A little bit more than that. Clock running as we near 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wildcatters wasted their first possession, fumbled snap on the first play from scrimmage of the game. The Soul moving down the field, threatening at this moment with a 3rd down and 5 from the 10-yard line. Trips to the left side. Davis drops quickly. Pressure comes. He'll get out of the pocket to the right. Looks to run. Throws end zone. Throws it way up, incomplete. I tell you what, he could have run for the 1st down. He should have run for the 1st down. Instead, the pass is well off the mark, incomplete. And they ended up losing almost a full yard on the incompletion. They put it on the 16. It should be just outside the 15. Not a big deal. Again, they'll go with trips to the left side, bounce motion. Davis drops, throws, outside, caught, touchdown. We do have a flag. We'll have to check it. They sent 2 receivers streaking into the end zone. They had one trailing them. They threw to the trail receiver who's left all alone. have a penalty against the Soul. Going to move it back to the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 16 from the 21. Fourth down and 16 sounds rather ominous. I tell you what, in this league, this gets converted all the time. Big defensive play. Davis drops, pressure comes, steps up, throws the outside, incomplete, knocked down. Knocking the pass down, Alex Otu, who is here in 04. Old-time Roughneck coming back with the Wildcatters. The ball turns over on down. And once again, the secondary did a very fine job. They got off to a great start in that possession. They gave up a couple of big running plays. And now they have gotten the ball back for the Wildcatters. Ball on their own 21-yard line. First down and 10, no score, 9.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Throw to the outside, caught inside Soul territory at the 23-yard line. We will check the flag. The Soul nose guard came across the line of scrimmage. It will be offside. So they've got a choice between first down and 5 or second down and 4. Yeah, you got to take that. Going to be first down and 5 from the 24-yard line for the Wildcatters. Since the ball was completed, even with the penalty, they will move the ball to the far hash mark. Kent McDonald comes out to the left side. Cornelius Shackelford is on the left. Oh, also on the right. Wally Moomin. Loop motion, now trips to the right. Throw quickly. Caught. Burdette. He will pick up 2 and be right at the marker. We'll have to check. First down, Wildcatters. Ball on the 19-yard line. Move it to the right hash mark. Burdette is out to the right side. On the left side, Shackelford and Moomin. They hand the ball off inside, and the Soul came with a blitz and just ate that up. Going to be a loss of a half yard. There's really not much that can be done when those linebackers come like that. You've got 3 blockers on your offensive line. Defensively, they've got 3 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers. You're trying to block 5 with 3. It's a difficult proposition. Second down and 11 as we hit just under 8 minutes left to go first quarter, no score. Jet drops. He will run right, and he will get out of bounds at the 17-yard line with a flag flying in behind him. Holding is going to be the call against the Wildcatters. So that's going to move the ball back to the 21 inside Wildcatter territory. Still going to be second down. They move it back to the 20. We have seen penalties of 6 and 11 yards, but since the Soul were charged with a 6-yard penalty, I guess it only makes sense that the Wildcatters would get an 11. Second down and 10, straight drop. Pressure, now he rolls right, throws. Intercepted! And they cut him off. It looked like a touchdown in the beginning. Now he's driven into the boundary on the 24-yard line. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers against the Wildcatters. The Soul get another shot starting from just beyond midfield. 7:05 remaining in the first quarter. Our score, the Soul 0, Wildcatters 0. This is going to be an immediate timeout. We'll take it with them. And welcome back. No score, 7:05 remaining in the first quarter of play. Davis will be up under center. They'll have twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Drops quickly. Good protection. Throws deep. Has a man in the end zone. Incomplete. Really some very fine coverage. Alex Otu. Great job on that one. He got position on the receiver. He couldn't look back, so he just stayed in front of the receiver, put his hand up, and that's fine if you don't make contact with the receiver, and he didn't. Second down and 10. Throw to the outside. Ball is bobbled but caught. Going to make the catch at about the 18. And we got a whistle. And, there is no 25. 25 is Michael Benson. Benson with a reception for the Soul. Yep, we've got a Wildcatter down. That's Alex Otu. And he will make it out. I'll try and pick up on who they replace him with. Going to be Dan Jackson, 6 foot, 200 pounds, out of Tarleton State. Third down and 2 from the 18-yard line. They need the 16. Single receiver on the left. They got 2 on the right. They hand the ball off, hit at the line. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard back to the 19. That's going to be Jared Williams on the carry for the Soul. Fourth down and 3. Ball on the 19-yard line. Davis throws quickly the outside. We have a flag. It was caught. Good for the first down, but we'll have to check the flag. Looks like it's going to go against the Wildcatters. Going to be offsides. So the ball's going to be at the 12. See See what I mean about the football? Look at the Sonic sign on your screen. The football is on the near side Sonic. Do you see it? Where is it? It's in there somewhere. There we go. First down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Loop motion gives them trips on the left side. They fake the throw to the right. Now come back over the middle. Caught for a touchdown. Jared Williams with a reception. And no flags. There's a flag. As I said, a flag comes in way after the play. So I think we're still looking at 6-0. Aragoose on for the extra point. And we got motion up front. There was a big loud hey right before movement up front. And they're going to mark it off against the Soul. The ball will go back to the 8-yard line. Then they'll put it back to the 7, which will move the kick from the 9 to the 14. The snap is good. The kick is up. And it is no good. Wide right. 4:31 remaining in the first quarter. Our score, the Soul 6, Wildcatters nothing. Four minutes and 31 seconds left to go first quarter. There's the whistle, which means Aragoose can kick the ball any one. There's a line drive kick taken at the goal line across the 5-10. 15-20, cuts back at midfield. Back to the outside, and he'll go down. Going to have a flag coming in inside Soul territory. After the penalty, the ball is at the 17-yard line following the kick return. It was a good one. Twins right, single receiver out to the left side. Now loop motion gives them trips, bubble screen out to the right side. They move the ball out to Brister. Brister with a nice gain down to the 10-yard line. Pick up a 7. Running that bubble screen, you've got to get two good blocks out in front of them. And Kent McDonald with a beauty. McDonald and Brister go left side. Out to the right side is Shackelford. No, that's going to be Burdett. Fake to the outside. Now throw the throw the fade, and it's incomplete. Intended for Kent McDonald. So you're looking at 3rd down and 3. Burdette to the right side. McDonald and Brister set to the left. Burdette will join him and trips to the left side. Throws over the middle. Boy, that could have been intercepted. It was a 3-yard pass that was knocked down. I tell you what, when you're 9 to 12 feet from a quarterback and he drills that ball at you, it's going to be a challenge. That was knocked down by Hall. He's going to bring up 4th down and 3. Same formation. You got McDonald and Brister to the left side. Burdette on the right. You will go in a bounce motion. Throw short. Morris could have had it off his fingertips. And it's incomplete. That would have been a touchdown. Instead, the ball turns over on downs. And as that happens, 2:01 remaining in the first quarter. 6-0. The Rio Grande Soul lead the West Texas Wildcatters here in the Ector County Coliseum. Media timeout. We'll take it with them. And we're back out of the media timeout. 1st down and 10 for the Soul. Ball on their own 10-yard line. 1st down. Trips right side. Davis under center. Throws a little bubble screen. It's a double pass. Down the field, incomplete. Pass intended for Jared Williams. Trying to pick up on who it was. We're guessing Damian Clark is the player that threw the pass. He is not on any of our various and sundry rosters. Such is life in the big city. Second down and 10 from the 10. Davis drops. Throws. Outside caught. Good for the 1st down. He's hit just beyond it. Going to be wrapped up and brought down. 21-yard line and a gain of 11 yards. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Without a stoppage of play, the quarter should end in 2, perhaps 3 plays. Twins, left side. Alex Otu back in the game. Just noticed that. Davis drops. Pressure comes. And he just flips it away. Nobody is there. He is in the pocket. Okay. They got to talk it over. And he drops the flag. Going to be intentional grounding. I tell you what, with the way that pocket collapsed, he was blocked in every direction. He couldn't see. He may have thought there was a receiver out there. But that really is not a consideration into whether or not that is or is not a penalty. Just under 16 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Going to be second down and 14. Ball resting on the 13-yard line. They will come to the line of scrimmage, start the clock now. They could run a play, they don't have to. Twins left, no blitz. Throws. And it is incomplete. We got a flag. Desmond Baker is going to get called for interference. He should not have grabbed it. He did. Nice adjustment by the receiver, but he still was not getting back to the ball. But Baker, you know, he couldn't be sure of that. And you don't want to just give them a touchdown. So he reaches out, grabs him. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. So that'll be 13 and 15, which would be 28, which will put it on the 22-yard line inside Wildcatter territory. You know what? They're calling it a 10-yard penalty to the 23. There's the horn that ends the first quarter. Our first quarter ends with a score. The Rio Grande Soul 6, the West Texas Wildcatters nothing. Back for quarter number 2. 6-0. The Soul lead the Wildcatters. Soul with the ball on their own 23-yard line. They'll go with trips left side. Davis looks that way. Pumps, looks to run. He's going to throw the ball away down the sidelines. He got out of the pocket, threw it well down the field. So no penalty, which is not to say he wasn't penalized. He took a pretty good pop at the end of that play. line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line of the Soul. Straight drop by Davis. Takes a deep one. Throws outside. Fumbled and bumbled and lost it. As he is heading out of bounds, Dennis Campbell loses the handle. I tell you what, that's an unfortunate rhyme for a wide receiver. Dennis Campbell loses the handle and fumbles the ball out of bounds. 14 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the first half. There's a penalty on the play that will move it back to the 13. Going to be holding against the Soul. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Straight drop, throws down the field, contact, and no flag. And I think there was contact. It was Dan Jackson and the wide receiver. It was incidental and mutual. They just looked to run into each other. 6-0, the Soul with the lead. 13 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half of play. I'm Graham Pollard. Appreciate you logging on and spending some time with us here in Odessa as the Soul lead the Wildcatters 6-0. Bounce motion right side. Fumbled snap. Loose ball. Davis gets back on it at the 11-yard line. So, we're looking at 23, 13. We're looking at 4th and 21 from their own 12-yard line, and they're not going to go for the field goal. The field goal would basically replace a punt here, and they're not going to do it. Going to go for it. Davis drops, pressure comes, throws deep, has a man. It is caught. Touchdown. They're trying to argue the case that he caught the ball, went into the boards, and then was touched, and then went into the end zone. The argument is not working. Aragus on for the extra point. He'll put the ball down at the 9-yard line. 12-0. The Soul lead the Wildcatters here in Odessa. Good snap. The kick is up, and it is good. So 11:52 remaining first half. Our score, the Soul 13. Wildcatters nothing. Okay, 7 is short. Cornelius Shackelford deep to return the kick. Also another return man back at the 15-yard line. Should they try to squib it? It will be a squib, taken at the 20. Up the right side, that's going to be McDonald. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. And it may seem like, wait, why would you do that and give them such great field position? And the reason is that the last couple of times the Wildcatters have returned the ball into that neighborhood anyway. And boy, once you break midfield, the chances you scoring go way up. Twins left for the Wildcatters. Now it's triplets. They will run right. And absolutely nothing there for Jacoby Thomas. They were at the 16-yard line. They're going to move them back to the 17, a loss of 1. I tell you what, this is a tough game to run the football. Man, this is arena-like rules where you've got two linebackers up close to the line of scrimmage. In what is typically called indoor rules, the linebackers are back deep. You can run it there. This is really tough. Jack drops, plenty of time, throws, tipped, incomplete. Throwing to the outside, that ball is knocked down by Michael Hall. That's the second one he's knocked down tonight. Ten and a half minutes left to go in the first half of play. Third down and 11 for the Wildcatters. They trail 13-0. Trips left side. Jack drops. Throw to the outside. Incomplete. They ran the tight end and the running back out to the right side. And Jack was completely unprotected. He knows he's got to get rid of the ball because their player's coming unblocked. He gets rid of the ball. Thomas was open, but he missed him. Going to be fourth down. Now, the thing is, just because he's not covering the receiver doesn't mean he doesn't affect the throw. He was in Jack's face. Trips right. Now they'll send a man in motion. Throw to him outside, incomplete. Pass intended for Kent McDonald. Ball turns over on downs. And you might wonder why the Wildcatters didn't go for the field goal there. That they have basically foregone the kicker. They go with Jack as their kicker. So they don't have a full-time kicker. And so they don't kick field goals very often. First down and 10 from the 17-yard line for the Soul. Quick throw to the outside. Ball is caught near midfield. Going to be brought down immediately. Call it the 24-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 3. Clock running as we near 9 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Twins to the right. Twins to the left. Now, straight drop by Davis. Pressure comes. Steps out of trouble. Throws deep. It is caught at the wall. Both of them over the wall. Was it caught? They're going to say it's a touchdown. Absolutely no way of knowing. Both the receiver and the defender go out of bounds. If he holds on to the ball, it's a touchdown. If he loses the ball on the other side of the wall, it is not a touchdown. Did he lose the ball? Absolutely no way of knowing. The receiver said no, he didn't. The defensive back said yes, he did. And that was a 26-yard touchdown reception. Good snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the first half of play, Our score, the Soul 20, the Wildcatters nothing. Well, I'm not sure if you were watching that last game during the media timeout. They were wrapping toilet paper around players. It would appear that the Wildcatters buy absolutely too expensive toilet paper. You get a cheap roll, it doesn't last very long at all. But stepping in to help, Kent McDonald tried to give him a hand. 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the first half. 20-0, the Soul lead the Wildcatters. It is skipped along the ground, pops up, and goes into the back of the end zone. It's brought up to the 5 and out to the 7-yard line. On the return, Cornelius Shackelford. You just can't ever trust a bounce from a football. That time it took a really nasty hop. That will pin the Wildcatters back at the 7-yard line. You know, as I say that, you know, kickers kick the ball on onside kicks in the outdoor game and try to get that big hop at the end. That was pretty much like an outdoor onside kick. Jack runs up the middle. Little quarterback draw. I don't know that that was his intent. Pressure comes from the outside, and he tries to find a gap up the middle. Can't find one. He does, however, pick up, maybe a yard from the 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to be second down and 9. The official goes over, having a word with the official scorekeeper. They've got that settled, all figured out. 20-0, the Soul lead the Wildcatters with 7:41 remaining in the first half of play. Second down and 9. but it's a short 9. They go with 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Straight drop by Jack, throws the outside. Caught by Brister. Hit at the 15. He's going to go out of bounds, but where? They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. It's going to leave him a yard short of the first down. Going to be 3rd down and 1. This is a potential running down. Trips left side. Pitch the ball to the outside, caught. Good for the first down. And across midfield, down to the 24-yard line. That is Burdett on the carry. That is 16. That's a 10-yard gain. And I am calling that a carry because I think that was a pitch that was backwards. 6:05 left to go in the first half. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Jack fakes right, throws back to Burdett on the left. He'll get back near the original line of scrimmage. And going to be 2nd and 10. Five minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the first half. Twins to the right side. Jack drop, throws, almost intercepted. Then that would have been a pick 6. Pass was intended for Darrell Brister. Threw into a gap that wasn't a gap. And you got to give Jack credit that if he didn't have a lot of velocity on that pass, that's going to be a pick 6. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fake the blitz, rolls to his left, throws downfield, incomplete. Brister was wide open and would have had enough for the first down, but he overthrew him, and it's going to be 4th down. The interesting thing about this indoor football is the quarterback goes over and talks to the head coach after every play. What are we going to do? He came over, found out, now he's back. Under center, Kyle Jack. 4th down and 10. The Wildcatters need this one. Drops, plenty of time. Hit from behind, he'll go down. He loses the football. All of that for naught. The ball was at the line of scrimmage, and it doesn't even matter who recovered. Wouldn't matter if it was a complete pass or a fumble or if white recovered or black recovered. It just doesn't matter. It's going to be the Soul's ball near midfield either way. All right, wait a minute. They've got a legal procedure against the Soul, which will move it from the 24 to the 19. And they're saying 1st down. I don't know what kind of a legal procedure comes with an automatic 1st down. I really don't. Regardless, it is a 1st down for the Wildcatters. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to go first half. We got an official timeout on the field. No, it's going to be a timeout called by the Soul. So with that, our score, the Soul 20, the Wildcatters nothing. after a penalty and a timeout. The Wildcatters with the ball, first down and 10 from the Soul 19-yard line. 3:52 left to go in the half. Our score, the Soul 20. Wildcatters nothing. Jet motion, straight drop jet. Throws end zone, too much, and out of bounds. Pass was intended for Darrell Brister. I tell you what, that was a very tight window. Had to get the ball over the defender and short of the back wall, and just no room to squeeze it in. And if you're going to err on the side of out of bounds rather than the interception. Second and 10 from the 19-yard line, 3:10 left to go in the first half. Jack had trouble with the snap, drops it off to Morris. 10, 5, and down at the 4-yard line. Dennis Morris from the tight end. Ball's on the 4-yard line. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Burdett will go out to the right side. Brister and McDonald on the left side. They will run the ball, hitting the backfield, breaking a tackle. Back to the line of scrimmage goes Jacoby Thomas. Always tough to run the football. You get down to the red zone, it's tempting. I tell you what, because it also gets very hard to throw the ball down close. But there are so many bodies in so little area. Now you got a 6-yard end zone and rounded corners, which cuts it even shorter. The field is only half as wide as an outdoor field. Burdett goes in motion over to the right, trips over there. Jack stands up, runs right, comes back to the left, and he'll go down at the 2-yard line. I tell you what, he had a shot. If he throws his body into a bunch of white shirts, he's got a shot at the touchdown. But he's your backup quarterback, and there is no number 3. And you do not throw your body into those white shirts if you don't have a backup. So now it is third down. And looks like we got a timeout on the field. Oh, it's a 1-minute warning. 20-0 our score. 1 minute left to go in the first half of play. Back to live action. 3rd down and goal from the 2. Jet motion. Straight drop. Looks left. Into the end zone. Incomplete. A little too tall. Now, 4th down. No rush. Oh, it's an incomplete pass. Stops the clock. Ball's going to be on the 3-yard line. Far left hash mark. They've run it a couple of times. They've thrown it. Not much success tonight. Still have a goose egg on the scoreboard looking to get rid of that on this play. 4th down and goal from the 2-yard line. Jack drops, throws, end zone. It is caught. He goes over the wall. Does he have it? Incomplete pass. And the ball turns over on down. If you go over the wall, you don't necessarily have to catch it, but you do have to at least keep it close. I tell you what, Jack, beautiful pass. He put the ball right in his hand, and you got to wonder if he had put 2 hands out there, could he have reached it with both? And if he reaches it with both and goes over the wall, maybe he holds on to it. 45 seconds left to go first half, 20-0. Soul with the lead. 45 seconds, boy, that can be a lot of plays in this league. Throw to the outside, it is caught. Good for the first down. He'll be brought down. They're saying he went out of bounds. So that'll stop the clock with 40 seconds left. Or it could be that they're stopping the clock for the first down. Ah, that's it. They will restart the clock when the chains are set. I said that, and then they didn't. So I'm confused, and it's okay. 1st down and 10. Davis drops, pump fakes, now throws deep. It was a slant and go, and overthrows the receiver. Nice defensive cover there by Roy L. Johnson. A couple of weeks ago, after the game, met him in the parking lot. I said, hey, how do you say that? He said, Roy L. Johnson. So that's how I'll say that. 32 seconds left to go in the half as once again the clock stops on the incomplete pass. Johnson reacted very quickly and very well to the slant and go, made up some room, nowhere to drop that one in. 2nd down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Straight drop by Davis. Before the pressure gets to him, he gets rid of it. He'll go out of bounds near midfield. On the reception is Clark, number 11. We can read that number 11 is Clark. That's what it says on his shirt because he's not in our roster. Damian Clark. There's the deal. He doesn't have a number on our roster. That was it. With the penalty, which was for roughing the passer, that'll move the ball down to the 15-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Soul. 27 seconds left to go in the first half. Davis looks over the middle, throws outside, and it is incomplete. It's funny, you say he's looking over the middle. That's where the receiver was when he was looking. By the time he throws the ball, it's all the way into the corner. We got a flag once again. I don't know that I've seen that before. One of the offensive players ran over to the defensive coordinator of the Wildcats and swatted him on the rear. It seemed to be friendly. But, man, that just strikes me as unorthodox. You know what, though? It could be a player that played for him at some other time. First down and 20 from the 25-yard line after the holding penalty. Plenty of time, throws outside, caught, touchdown. I think that was Campbell. Dennis Campbell with a reception from 25 yards out, going to make it 26-0. On for the extra point. He was with the Raiders, not as a kicker, but as a punter. Replaced by Shane Leckler, if that name rings a bell. Kick is up, the kick is good. So with 18 seconds remaining in the first half of play, our score, the Soul 27 and the Wildcatters nothing. $18 seconds left to go in the first half, and one of the bright spots for the Wildcatters in tonight's game, they've had very strong kickoff returns. I would not be surprised if Araguz puts this one into a seat somewhere. You did not want to give him a chance to return a kick with 18 seconds left to go in the half. You've got the shutout for 2 quarters, and you don't want to fumble that away in the last 18 seconds. It just skips along. It takes a hop to the goal line. Picked up there. Across the 5, 15, 20, 25. Down to the 10, 5. Touchdown! Cornelius Shackelford gets the Wildcatters on the board. There's a flag. And here's the call. Face mask on the Wildcatters, going to be first down. So I think what's happening is they're calling the spot of the foul the Soul 17. So they'll move it back 10 yards from there, back to the 27-yard line. First down and 10, 5 seconds remaining in the first half. 1, maybe 2 plays, and you have to have an incomplete pass or a touchdown. An incomplete pass may take more than 5. Got to get rid of it quickly. Jack will drop. Pressure comes. Gets the outside. Nope, this will be it. Into the end zone, out of bounds. Incomplete. It's halftime with our score. The Rio Grande Soul 27 and the West Texas Wildcatters nothing. We're going to enjoy the entertainment from the Ector County Coliseum, and we'll be back with the second half coming up in about 20 minutes. Well, we are back for the second half of action where the Rio Grande Soul lead the West Texas Wildcatters by a score of 27-0. Wildcatters hung right in the first quarter, trailed by a score of 6-0. Were outscored 21-0 in the second quarter of play. And if they want to have a shot tonight, they need a good third quarter. They need to beat Rio Grande in the third quarter to have a shot in the fourth. And you can flip that around. If the Soul have a good third quarter, they can put this one away. Wildcatters will kick off to begin the second half. First kickoff of the game by the Wildcatters. It is taken at the 15, up the left side, brought down just inside Wildcatter territory at the 23. So Nate Davis will bring his offense back onto the field. They will start in Wildcatter territory at the 23-yard line. First down and 10, 27-0. Soul lead the Wildcatters. And really looking back at the first half of play, the difference was turnovers. So you could say that turnovers were chicken soup for the Soul. First down and 10. Davis drops, throws outside, incomplete. Going to be second down and 10. They ran an out pattern. The receiver was there. That was all on Davis. That you had an open receiver. The offensive line gave him plenty of time. He just missed him. Twins to the right side. They will sweep the ball to the right. And he's caught and brought down from behind. Carlos Jones. Third down and 9. An incomplete pass and a short run, and all of a sudden, the Soul face third down and long. Contact before the snap of the ball. That was Aaron Matthews at the nose. Not cheated at all. I tell you what, he came across and popped it. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set up third down and a long 4, short 5. So again, 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. They come with a delayed blitz, throw down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Off the hands of the wide receiver. And the running back is down. The linebacker took a step back like he was not going to blitz, and all of a sudden he came across and ended up in a tangle of bodies. And I tell you what, fullback in Arena League or indoor football may be the toughest position in all of sport. That 70, 80, 90% of the time, that linebacker's coming. And when he does, you have to step up into the A-gap and stop it. It happens again and again and again. And unlike all the other blocks in this game, where there's at least a lateral component, that there may be, he may slip out to the outside. He may try to cut to the inside. It is just a massive head-on collision, play after play after play. And so there may be better athletes on the field, but there are no tougher guys out on the field than fullbacks. Except maybe, the linebackers are doing the same thing. Those two guys are just running into each other all night. Seven to nothing. The Soul with the lead. Just underway in the second half, and the good news, he is up. And that means somebody else is going to have to come in and replace him. So when that happened, you know what? Without numbers, I may have been mistaken. That could have been a lineman, because I just saw a lineman come onto the field, and he just did a couple of practice snaps, so it very well may be the center. They end up lining up with Jared Williams at the tight end slot. Straight drop, pump fake, looks to run, now throws! The receiver went to the ground. The Soul are going to want a holding call, and they're not going to get it. That was fourth down, and the ball turns over. So the defense comes up with a stop to begin the second half of play. The offense needs to do their part. Still a goose egg up on the board. Jack drops. Play action. Now he'll run. He'll pick up 7 yards on the run. Holding is a call against the Wildcatters. So often you see the holding call when the quarterback runs. What that means is the defensive lineman beat the offensive lineman early. And the offensive lineman didn't want his quarterback to get crushed, so he reaches out and holds the defensive lineman. Quarterback sees him coming and runs away. Because holding is not 100% effective. 11:45 left to go, third quarter. It is now first down and 20 from the 7. Pitch the ball to the right side. And Brister picks up 10. Spins out of a couple of tackles, loses the ball. It is up against the boards. Who's got it? Couldn't tell who got it. We've got an instant replay. Everybody at home can watch this too. The pass goes to Brister. And, boy, it's a beautiful run. You see him holding the ball out away from his body. And then too many white shirts, he gets stripped. And a mass of bodies hit the ball, and a white shirt comes away with it. So it's taken over at the 24-yard line. And once again, turnovers, chicken soup for the Soul. First down and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback drops. Plenty of time. Throws. Receiver open. Makes the catch. Touchdown. On the reception is Damian Clark. And that'll be 26 yards. And that's going to make it 33-0. And Leo Aragus comes on for the extra point. He actually holds the record in the NFL for the most punts in a game with 16. Kick is up, and it is good. 11:07 left to go, third quarter. It is Soul 34, Wildcatters nothing. And Aragus got it teed up and ready to go again. Low line drive kick. Going to be taken at the goal line. Fumbled, bobbled, picked up at the 6. And he's going to break one tackle but not a second. Down he goes at the 5-yard line. So in the last possession, we saw the Wildcatters turn the ball over on a fumble. In the very next play, it was cashed in for a touchdown. Boy, how often do you see that back-to-back big plays? You see a touchdown, and the kickoff is returned for a touchdown. You see a turnover. Sometimes you'll see another turnover back-to-back. Sometimes you'll see them put it in for a touchdown. Wildcatters with the ball on their own 5-yard line, first down and 10. Quick throw to the outside. Once again, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That time it's Jared Williams. A lot of two-way players in this game. You have to have the ability to play two ways. You're looking at a roster of 18 players with 16 starters. So you got to be able to step up and play more than one position. Second down and 10, once again from the 5-yard line. Pressure, flips the ball in front of him. Breaks a couple of tackles and down the sidelines. And he's down to the 14-yard line on the reception. Jacoby Thomas. They will mark the ball at the 14-yard line. 31 yards on the catch and carry. And it's first and 10. Wildcatters have had two close calls. They had a touchdown kick return called back. And now he will run. And he's down to the 9-yard line for a pickup of 5. Nice run there by Jack. So you had the kickoff return called back. Also, they got down inside the 5-yard line and were unable to push it across. They got to get some points on the board this time. Burdette in motion on the left side. And the lineman comes across early. Flags fly. It's going to go against a nose guard. And the ball is precisely on the 10-yard line, which will move it precisely to the 5-yard line, which means they're a foot short. Second down and a foot. This might be a good time to throw to the end zone, knowing that you can come back and run the ball for a foot if you need it. Handoff up the middle goes to Jacoby Thomas. Coming out of the game, Kent McDonald. They get it down to the 3-yard line, and that was good for the first down. So first down and goal from the 2. And if you make any assumptions, no, you can't. You can't even assume the field goal from here. They'll go with trips to the right side. Bristol in motion. Quarterback tries to hand off, can't even get it to him. He's wrapped up at the 5-yard line, thrown down at the 9, so they're going to mark it at the 5. That was not a particularly attractive play. I tell you what, I have seen Coach Lyle's red zone offense when it's working, and it's a thing of beauty. They can run, they can pass, they'll go inside, outside, they'll use their receivers, their tight end, their running back, quarterback. Boy, anything can happen. Second down and goal from the 5-yard line. They will sweep left side. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Falling forward is Thomas once again. He'll move it from the 5 to the 4. And it is third down. A lot of room to work over on the right side. Sometimes in the red zone, you'll run a play just to get it to the hash mark that you want. Well, not just. You're hoping it'll be productive, but even if it's not. Brister is on the left side, 2 on the right. Jack drops, throws, over the middle. Great defensive play. That he had a receiver coming open on a slant, and the defender reached in, got a hand on it. The ball was thrown right at his face. If he gets it a foot farther out, the defensive back can't reach it, and the receiver can. But I tell you what, that was a very narrow window and almost a touchdown. 34-0 our score as the Wildcatters try to get on the board. 5.5 minutes left to play third quarter. Trips to the right side. Jack drops. Looks to run. Now fakes it, throws back, intercepted. Hit at the 5, spins out of a tackle, and he'll go down at the 12. And once again, they are turned away. That's going to be number 25, Michael Benson, with the interception. And certainly, you hate interceptions. You particularly hate interceptions in the red zone. You know what? It was fourth down. You got to find a way to get it in the end zone either way. It doesn't matter whether it's an interception or you get tackled. So he was right to throw the ball, and hopefully his receiver makes a play. But nope, the defense does. Media timeout. 34-0 our score. 5:14 left to play third quarter. And back to live action. First down and 10 for the Soul. They've got the ball on their own 12-yard line. First and 10, Davis drops. Pressure comes. He'll get to the outside, throw the ball incomplete. Well underthrows the intended receiver. Nice coverage by Dan Jackson, and it'll be second down and 10. 34-0, the Soul with the lead. Under 20 minutes to play, so they're happy to just see that clock run. Regardless, they got a long bus trip back. Second down and 10. Davis drops. Good protection. The throw outside is on the money. He'll make the catch and go out of bounds at the 24. That's a pickup of 14 and a first down. Clock running, 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. 34-0. The Soul lead the Wildcatters. Ball is on the far left hash mark. Got a lot of room to work over here on the right. First down and 10. Bounce motion on the far left side. They will run a little handoff. He is hit in the backfield. Is able to push his way forward for a couple. Eventually brought down by Carlos Jones. I tell you what, you're looking at a big, strong running back that Jones was able to pull down with one hand. Not that he had that much room in front of him anyway. Help was coming. Second down and 10. They'll go twins right. Straight drop, pump fake. Now pressure comes, hit. Now he will fling the ball up the field. And we got a flag coming in. He threw the ball well out of bounds. He was in the pocket. It could be intentional grounding, or it could be something else. Personal foul face mask against the Wildcatters. Going to be second down. Okay, so they called a face mask penalty. Little buzz in the press box as quarterback Casey Peters comes jaunting in. Jaunting may be a bit generous considering he's in a boot. Second down and 10. How we got to second and 10, I don't know. Tucks it under, runs to his right. Now throws backward, receiver wide open. 10. And he'll go down at the 7-yard line. Great open field tackle. Desmond Baker. I'm thinking that was number 5, Jared Williams. Reception. Takes from the 24 to the 9 and picks up a first down. I tell you what, the Soul, a heck of a football team, 6-2 on the year, and they are just a whisker away from 8-0. They were close in both of their losses. First down and goal from the 8-yard line. And whistles and flags and delay of the game. That'll move the ball back to the 14-yard line. You know, one thing I've been very excited about this year is our brand new state-of-the-art play clocks. They're in either end zone, and they have been working all night. They have been working all season. It's been an issue in the past. Nice to have those back and operational. First down and goal from the 13-yard line. straight drop by Davis. He'll throw to the outside. Wheel route, and he's close to the goal line. Is he in? They're going to mark it. That's going to be for the extra point. I did not see one of them at any point in time raise his hand. That was a 14-yard touchdown pass from Davis to Clark. Argus is, you know what? They don't have a holder. And he's going to drop kick it. And it's no good. So with that, our score, the Soul 40, the Wildcatters nothing. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. I'm not sure if you just saw that, but one of the fans that was in a contest, they put a recliner at the 10-yard line, meaning he's 16 yards from the goalpost, and threw it through from a reclined position. I've been doing this for 10 years. I have seen that competition probably, 30 or 40 times, and I've never seen anybody get close. And he put it right through. Here comes the kickoff. Line drive kick, bouncing at the 15, and then the 5. Taken out of the end zone across the 10, the 15, at the 20. He's going to be wrapped up and pushed out of bounds, 23-yard line. 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Our score, the Soul 40, the Wildcatters nothing. And we're going to call that back for a penalty. We'll have to check and see where they're going to stop walking. They're going to start from the 10. That will put the ball just outside the 5. I tell you what, one of the problems the Wildcatters had is just all the bullet holes in their shoes. First down and 10, 40 to nothing. Soul lead the Wildcatters. Throw quickly the outside. Ball is caught by Burdett. He'll be up the sidelines. He goes down at the 15, but where did he make contact with the wall? They're going to say the 14. 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. I'm guessing they will not get another play off. They'll go back to the huddle just to give it a shot. And with that, the third quarter comes to an end. We'll be back with quarter number 4. Our score, the Rio Grande Soul 40, the West Texas Wildcatters nothing. Quickly to the line of scrimmage come the Wildcatters. Coach Lyle not pleased at all as he is trying to get him in position. Clock running down. Straight drop, throws, has a man. It's picked off. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 20. I thought he was out of bounds at the 15. If you touch the wall and are touched by a defender, you're down. But they're going to say 20. "14 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the ball game tonight. Our score, the Soul 40, the Wildcatters nothing. As I mentioned, I've been doing this for 10 years. This is probably somewhere in the neighborhood 170, 180 games that I have broadcast. I have yet to see a shutout. Straight drop, plenty of time, throws deep, has a man, and it hits the net, and incomplete. Going to be second down and 10 from the 20. As I mentioned, I've never seen a shutout. The closest I've seen was, I can't tell you the year, probably 09, 2010, something like that. Roughnecks went to Corpus and were beat 77-7 and did not have a touchdown. How do you score 7 points without a touchdown? That was a field goal and 2 safeties. Odd and unfortunate night. Second down and 10 for the Soul. Ball on the 20-yard line. And they will run the ball to the left. Get a nice block from the receiver. And they're going to pick up yardage inside Wildcatter territory to the 24. So that's a pickup of 6 yards. Have a Wildcatter down in the backfield. What they did was they had 2 receivers on the left, 1 receiver on the right, and there was 1 receiver that was in bounce motion on the left side. And what I mean by bounce motion, he ran back away from the line of scrimmage about 20 yards, stops, and then runs to the line of scrimmage. As the ball is snapped, he is crossing the line of scrimmage. He crossed the line of scrimmage, and instead of running a pattern, he turned and blocked the linebacker on the inside. And in doing so, opened up some running room for the running back as he tried to get the corner. Good news, up is Aaron Matthews, 6'1", 245-pound defensive lineman. One of those edge speed rushers, great athlete. He'll be replaced by Leonard Williams, 6'2", 260-pound defensive lineman from Washington State. Okay. There was a penalty on the play, and that's going to move the ball back to the 10-yard line. It may have been that block I was talking about, may have been called a crackback. Straight drop throws up the sidelines, caught at the 24-yard line. And so that's going to be a pickup of 14. Still going to be we'll call it 7 yards short of the first down. Going to be 3rd and 7. 12:55 remaining in the ball game. 40-0. The Soul lead the Wildcatters. While this game has not been competitive since midway through the second quarter, there have been a lot of very exciting plays. Hope for some more. Straight drop throws incomplete. Overthrows the intended receiver. Moomin with the coverage. Actually, it was Jackson with the coverage and Moomin, the safety, coming over the top to help. So 4th down and 7 from the 23-yard line. Twins left. Man in motion will be on the right. Davis drops. Good protection. Throws. And it is dropped at the 1-yard line. Underthrew him just a hair. He got across the face of the defensive back, Jackson. Jackson's still in pretty good position as the pass is underthrown on 4th down. Turns over on downs. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Wildcatters. Offense has threatened several times. They are yet to score. 11 and a half minutes left to go in the game. Our score, the Soul 40, Wildcatters nothing. Ball is skipped out of bounds. Jack turns and throws the bubble screen. He is hit as he throws. The ball gets halfway to the receiver, Shackelford, and it hits the ground and pops up in the air and over Shackelford and out of bounds. And certainly nothing you do on purpose. That was a dangerous throw, because really no telling whether or not that was a lateral or a forward pass. I would have ruled it a forward pass, but you never know. 2nd and 10 from the 23. They actually are calling it a forward pass. Straight drop by Jack. Throws deep. Brister is there, but it's overthrown and incomplete. Going to be 3rd down. Jack goes over to Coach John Lyles, gets the play call. Brister to the left. On the right is Shackelford, as well as Burdett. Straight drop. Pressure comes eventually. Throws up the sidelines, incomplete. Going to be 4th and 10. Jack upset with his receiver. He had 2 receivers to the right and didn't get the patterns that he wanted. So they got one more shot at this. 4th down and 10. 9:40 left to go in the game. Burdett split out to the right along with Shackelford. Jack drops, pressure comes. Got to pick up the 1st down. Throws, end zone, off the hands and incomplete to Jacoby Thomas. That time they had him. Problem was that Jack was not only on the run, he was on the run to his left. And whenever a right-handed quarterback is running left, it kind of takes some velocity off the ball. And he hung the ball up there just a little bit too tall and incomplete for Thomas. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the game. And we're going to have an official timeout on the field. Media timeout comes with our score. The Soul 40, the Wildcatters nothing. Soul with the ball on the 23-yard line. We have seen 6 consecutive plays without the ball moving. The Soul picked up 14 yards to get to the 23. Then they threw an incomplete pass, turned it over on downs. Then 4 by the Wildcatters. Now, throw the ball up the sidelines. It is incomplete. Ends up hitting the defensive back in the back of the head. Much contact and no call by Wally Moomin. We have seen 7 consecutive incompletions with the ball remaining in the same place. I was about to say, and they picked up a yard on that incompletion. Line judge catches it and comes in and moves it back to the 23 from the 24. After 7 consecutive plays at the 23, they should know. Handoff up the middle, and it's not an incomplete pass, but it's still the 23-yard line. We're looking for our 8th consecutive play from the 23-yard line. And if you're getting bored with all this talk of the 23-yard line, hey, lighten up. Me too. We've seen, well, let me see, 3, 4, 5. That would be 8 consecutive plays, and the ball has been in the same place every time. Straight drop, throws, incomplete. That was play number 9. Here comes play number 10 from the 23-yard line. If they throw an incomplete pass this time, we would see back-to-back-to-back turnovers on downs without the ball moving an inch. Seven minutes left to go in the game. Our score, the Soul 40, the Wildcatters nothing. Fourth down and 10. Davis drops, looks, pressure comes. He'll get out of the pocket. He will be short of the first down. He will turn the ball over on downs. But the ball is no longer at the 23-yard line. Yay. He moves the ball from the 23 to the 21-yard line. It is actually now in Wildcatter territory. So that's pickup of 6 on 4th down and 10. Wildcatters get the ball back. 6 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the game. Our score, the Soul 40, Wildcatters nothing. Vincent Williams, the center, finally gets down over the ball. We're ready to go. Trips left, throws left, tipped and incomplete. You had Shackelford out there and Burdett, and he kind of threw it in between the two of them, and fortunate to get away with it because there was a defensive back in between them. Desmond Baker comes into the game as a wide receiver and comes in for Brister. Okay, 2nd down and 10 now. Receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Drops. Pressure comes, steps up, throws deep, incomplete. He had some pressure from the outside, but a nice job there by Dennis Morris, the tight end, as he was able to just push him around Jet. Jet did a great job of stepping up in the pocket rather than trying to bootleg out of it. Everything cleared up in front of him. He had a clear view of the receiver down the field and overthrew him incomplete. 5 minutes left to go in the game, and it's 3rd down and 10. Check, plenty of time, steps up, he will run. And he will get near the 1st down at the 20-yard line. That's a pickup of 9 as he moves it from Wildcatter 21 to the Soul 20. And the Wildcatters had 8 consecutive plays without picking up a single yard before that one. Now it's 4th down and 2. Opens the playbook up a little bit. Still wouldn't expect him to run, but you could see a bubble screen. You could see him throw it to the tight end maybe, or they could just drop back and throw. They'll drop back and throw. Jet gets the outside. He'll throw it down the sidelines, and it's going to be incomplete, almost intercepted. You got to figure there's a good chance that the DB decided, hey, we get better field position if I drop it, so he did. So the Soul take over. 1st down and 10. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the game, and our score, the Soul 40 and the Wildcatters nothing. And for the first time in a half of football, the Soul really do have something to play for. They're looking for the shutout, and it may be as much in the hands of their offense as their defense if they can run some clock. Throws the outside. He's going to be close to the 1st down at the 22. That's a pickup of 8. And it's going to be 2nd down and 2 as we near the 3-minute mark. What the Soul would like to do is, in the next several plays, get it down to the 1-minute warning and figure there's a pretty good chance that they're going to have to send their defense onto the field one more time. But they would like to do it in a way that assures them it's only one more time and that the Wildcatters don't have all the time they want for that possession. 2nd down and 2. Davis drops, throws, end zone, incomplete. Okay, we can throw everything I just said out as he throws to the end zone. It was not about running out the clock. That was about putting up some more points. Incomplete pass, and there's now 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in our ball game. 40-0, the Soul with the lead. Third down and 2. They will likely get it to the 1 minute warning on this possession if they don't turn it over. Davis is up under center. Fumbled snap, loose ball. Who's got it? And the running back comes up and gets it. That's going to be Tristan Carter. So it's now 4th down and 2. You got 1 minute and 24 seconds left to go in the game. Clock is running, and the play clocks that I bragged about are no longer functioning. And I certainly do hope that was not my fault. They're in the huddle. They've only got 5 seconds to run a play and no reason to do so. 1 second, there's the whistle. 1 minute left to go in our ball game. Our score, the Soul 40, the Wildcatters nothing. One minute left to go in the ball game. 40-0. The Rio Grande Soul lead the West Texas Wildcatters. If the Wildcatters want another shot to score, they need a play right here. Straight drop, throws outside, caught and out of bounds. That will stop the clock with 53 seconds left to go in the game. But it's a first down. They're going to mark it at the 13, pickup of 9 yards. And now you got to wonder, are the Wildcatters going to use their timeouts to try and get the ball back, or are they just going to let this final 53 seconds run out? Twins right, Luke motion heading to the left. You got one over there. Handoff up the middle. He'll pick up a few yards down to the 8-yard line. So that's a pickup of 7. We're going to call it 6. Bad math up here. I apologize. 37 seconds left to go in the game. As the Wildcatters use their first time out of the half, they have 2 more left. Our score, the Soul 40, the Wildcatters nothing. Soul coming to line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 8-yard line. 37 seconds left to go in the game. They will sweep left, coming back to the middle. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, not much more. Clock running, we hit 25. Wildcatters have not called a timeout, and if they don't, this game is over. This game will end in 12 seconds. this broadcast will self-destruct in 10. 5 seconds left to go in the game. And there's the horn. Our final score tonight, the Rio Grande Soul 40 and the West Texas Wildcatters nothing. I'm Graham Pollard saying thank you for listening.